My parents sold biggest part of their domain 10 years ago. I was only 11. I got the passion from my father by tasting with him when I was a teenager and going in the few vineyards that my parents kept. The Domaine Pierre-Girardin started in 2017. I did few experimentation in 15 and 16 with my father when I was still a teenager. But when I was 18 years old, and I did my first vintage. My family was here from the beginning to help me starting my project. My mother helped me a lot for all the administrative part. Everything that I've done so far was a challenge. I want to write my own story. I want to show that I can bring personality to my wines. So I put the tracing higher to have vines that can go till 1.60 meters. So better surface of leaves. That helps me reducing the Celsius degree in the vineyards and to avoid to burn my acidity into my wines. For me, the Lieu Dit is the soul of the wine. It's its DNA. I want all of my wines to be very different. And to feel these shades between the wines, I need to work on the Lieu Dit and avoiding any blend. Having a Lieu Dit vinification is tough because each vintage is different. You can't make any mistake on a single Lieu Dit, otherwise the cuvée is down. So when you think that one big barrel is a single wine, you do your best to succeed and to make the best wine as possible. For my white wine, they are all made in big barrels, mostly 456 liters. So tailor-made barrel, which is twice the size of a classic Burgundy barrel. The goal is to protect the wine. For the red wine, the goal is to have an oxidative phase to turn into floral aromatics. So to do so, I still use the classic Burgundy barrel. For both colors, they are mostly new because I want new oak to give a breath in the aging. The wine needs a bit of oxygenation during the beginning of its life. After 1 year aging in barrel, then I will protect the wine from oxygen. I decided to add the dry extract that you can find in the berries. So you need to extract further to get this nuttiness, this bitterness, and the complexity that you have in the seeds and in the whole grape. So that's why I do 100% raw cluster for both whites and reds. And for me, that brings the complexity that makes your wine go into another dimension. I want my whites to be more tannic than my reds. My reds will be very feminine, delicate. The finesse is the key word. For the whites, I would say that my wines are electric. Electricity means that when you taste it, something happens in your body and you feel like something emotional. 2021 vintage was maybe the smallest vintage ever in Burgundy and maybe in France. It was my 5th vintage and the smallest one. This was due to the big frost that we had in April. The vineyard behaved differently than a classic year. So that was very challenging, but very important for the knowledge of a young winemaker, because when things are tougher, that's how you learn. And that's how you can improve for the future.